I work with the Andromedans, I work with the Arcturians and the Pleiadians and the Ancients. I have all of the charts, of course, for the horses and the dogs, all the meridians, so I know where to go, especially if I'm working remotely. The great thing about remote or Zoom is I can pile crystals all over the body, so I love that. I use all my sacred geometry.
Hi, thank you so much for tuning in. Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing Val Midanik, a very dear friend of mine who is a quantum energy practitioner. Val, thank you so much for taking the time to be here.
Thank you. So happy to be here.
Yes, me too. We have so much to talk about. I really want to focus on your biofield tuning. So, could you tell the viewers how does it actually work? What is it, and how does it work?
Sure. Biofield tuning is a sound therapy technique using tuning forks. So we use the sound and the frequency and the vibration of the tuning forks to actually relax the nervous system of the body, and we can go in and treat different symptoms. So in essence, we are tuning the biofield, the space, the aura around the human. So what happens is that we naturally have a biofield around us, and people often refer to that as the aura. The biofield is actually layers and layers. It's spheres around us, layers of spheres around us that are always moving and always vibrating. Around the biofield, we hold things, experiences, trauma, even fun things that are occurring and have been part of our life and also from the past. In essence, we actually have our Akash held there as well. So all the life experiences of all the lives you've had actually are held in these energetic spheres. The concentration of people in the physical, we've been holding more of a physical focus over hundreds of years. So it became more physical. In actual fact, because we're going back now into tapping into our true essence, those spheres around us can be expanded, and the spheres are actually dimensions. So people talk about going up the dimensions and down the dimensions, or third dimension, fourth dimension. Actually, that's the energetic spheres around you. We actually don't move up or down, we expand out, and we expand. So most people would keep their energetic spheres, their aura, close to them. It's almost this layer of, if you want to use the word protection, but it's layers. In those layers, in that biofield, we hold all the information, and also we hold any perturbations in the field. So what that means, any disturbances in the field that could be affecting the body are held in the biofield. And so what happens with the strike of a fork, from the sound and the frequency, we strike the fork, we can hear and we can feel, because we're combing the field, we can feel those, we'll use the word tangle, we can feel those tangles. And what happens is the body's natural response, because the body is naturally, innately programmed, it's who we are to be well. The body is always seeking to be well. So when the fork picks up one of these tangles in the field, we keep working at it. We will go on the body, or we will stay in the field with sound, different sounds from the forks, and we will smooth that out and bring that into coherence. And it's so beautiful because we comb the field getting into certain age groups. So we mark the field, we could come across with the sound and get stuck at 5 years old. We can get stuck in a tangle at 8 years old. What we'll do is go and use different forks, input on the body physically, or even use different forks and crystals in the field, and we smooth that tangle out and bring it into harmony. The body always seeks harmony. So the ultimate goal is, if there are no perturbations in the field, because sometimes people's chakras are lit up and they're balanced and they're in complete harmony, we can still comb the field and bring relaxation to the nervous system. Relaxation to the nervous system is for every symptom, every condition in the body, every ailment the body has. It is it's an imbalance to the body's nervous system. So the body is always seeking to find harmony in the nervous system. So very common term that everybody hears right now, especially in biofield tuning, is rest and digest, bringing the body to rest and digest. And of course, the forks, combing the field, we are addressing symptoms in the physical, emotional, mental, spiritually energetic centers of the body. We're also balancing the body chakra system. So we're not just, as everybody is familiar, the chakras running through the body are not just there. They're spinning chakras, the front, the back, the sides, the top, and the bottom. It's an energy system that's always spinning. So I am so thrilled with biofield tuning. I am so excited. I love this modality because I can start with this with a person and tune them and work on different physical conditions they could have: a sore knee, sore ankles, feet. They could be having anything going on in their body. And I can actually go on the body with the forks and comb the field with the sound, and the body will seek to find ease and harmony within the body.
Sorry, I need to
Everything.
interrupt you there for just a
Yes.
second, because you've
Okay.
answered 3 of my other questions already in
Oh,
this.
sorry. I'm so excited.
That's
Okay.
okay. Don't be sorry. This is great. But I want to come back to that specific thing about the knee. But
Yes.
going back to what you said, because I don't want to forget this. When you were talking about the biofield and how people refer to that as different dimensions, right? So this would explain how some people can be in 3D and 5D at the same time, or somebody can be in
100%.
3D and somebody else can be in 5D, but at the same time. We're all here at the same time. Because some people,
Yeah.
like, there's a lot of jargon about, you know, we're going to be rescued and taken off planet to go somewhere else in 5D and all that kind of crap, right? But we know that that's not true. So maybe you can explain a little bit further when somebody's in 3D and another person is in 5D. I know we're going to be jumping, around a little bit.
We are. Yes.
Can you expand on that a little bit?
When we first came here, first of all, everybody here right now, even all the multitude of lifetimes you've had over the course of many, many years, hundreds of years, of course, we are all, some people might have heard the term that we're all masters. We are, in essence, we are. This earth, for us all to come here, we have been on other planets, and we are masters to come and agree to take on the template of forgetfulness. First of all, what did happen is we became more focused on the physical, and there was some other energies coming in, and different things happened on the planet. So we became more into a three-dimensional planet. And now, with the awakening on the planet, because we are a co-creation with the earth, the sun, and us, we are all part of oneness, as we know. I'm trying to not lose focus with your question. Our baseline is 5-dimensional. So us moving into that 5-dimensional, it is actually an energy. It's an energy, not you're going to move somewhere. I mean, of course, if you decide that your exit point is now and you want to move to another, you will. You're from other planets, obviously. I mean, we are humanoids. This was the experiment on Earth for us to, bring harmony to this Earth, and we're here as one. So we're part of the all. There's no separation. We're part of the all. So if we are a being in 3-dimension, we can meditate, go connect with the earth, become in communion with the earth, with the sea, with the moon, with the sun. Of course, we're direct lineage to the sun. So when we sit in 3D and go in within, go inside, go into the heart center, we have the capabilities of now moving into expanding, people say up, but it's easier for the mental mind to think that you're moving up dimensions, but you're actually expanding out and expanding in. So that is why we're moving into 3 and 5th and 3 and 5th. So what we're merging this. So this bridge now, we're merging the 3 to the 5th dimension. Eventually, some people may choose that, no, I want to stay here. I want to stay and do this over here. I'm not going to move. They have complete complete access to do that because it's free choice. The fourth layer, or you want to say the fourth dimension, is the bridging point for access to the fifth. So this merging from the third to the fifth. So when you're meditating or you're going within or you're sitting on the earth and merging with the plant nations, the animal nations, with the tree nations, you have this emergence of all of this. This is a communion with earth. That's when your expansion goes out, moving into the fifth dimension. Soon we will all be there. And also they're asking us to take the higher self, the soul, to merge now more into the body. So your physical and your higher self will merge. And that's where this fifth dimension will come in.
Wonderful. And
did I answer this question?
Well, yeah,
I
yes.
tend to.
I was asking how we're, we can still be in 3D and
3 and
5D.
fifth.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So, and I love how you said that we were going to use, when you go into your heart, you can expand, because it's really through the heart that you're expanding into 5D, right? And
yes. Now,
really
Shalina, yes, it's all heart centered. So I mean, my whole thing always, when people are having some, a little bit of, you want to say challenges with things. When you have these challenges, even physical challenges, which is the hardest thing in the world, and hardest thing in the world to do when you're experiencing physical pain, but it is to go within to the heart center, give it gratitude. Your body is giving you a message. What that message is it might not even be in this physical time. It could be from other times, but dropping into the heart space and giving it gratitude, recognizing what it is. Thank you for showing me this, and then letting it go and letting it dissolve. And when you have physical pain, of course, it's hard to let that go. So that's why we move as humans into other inputs. It's all important for us to go within and find out and explore, okay, why is my body showing me this? And also we could be having environmental influences. So then we go to an osteopath, we go to a chiropractor, we go to somebody who does energy work, because all of those inputs help us relax the nervous system and come into harmony with self. And it's also moving into the heart space. And anything going on in the world, this is the thing, we as humanoids, we are heart beings. That's who we are. So this heart space, this emotion, we can change everything. We can move mountains with this. And this, obviously, as everybody, the ripple effect, this is 100% what happens. Not only are we sending compassion and love out to the challenges on the planet, you send love to it, you're not only affecting the people on this planet, you're affecting the civilizations on the other planet. So if the Arcturians are sitting in the 9th dimension, the little bit of things that we resolve, or the challenges that we are, sending light to, actually elevate the other civilizations and the other planets. Wow, we really went off track. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. But it just goes to show how there are so many other galaxies. Like, everybody is just watching and waiting to see what's going to happen on Earth, simply because they know it's going to affect them in such a tremendous way, whatever is happening here.
Absolutely.
Going back to the biofield, you call them
perturbations. So
Okay.
disturbances,
Yes.
disturbances in the field.
Yes. So when you're dealing with those, is it possible that some people can pick up those? I'm just going to call them. How do you say it again? Say it again. Perturbation.
perturbation, we can call it a tangle. We can
Okay.
call it a tangle in the
All right.
field.
So,
There's a
so
tangle in the
when
field.
somebody comes into you for a treatment, is it possible that they can have tanglements from other people in their field?
Okay, the answer to your question is yes. You can have other things in your field, obviously. Unconscious energies can be in your field, and they can be a little bit disturbing you. So the answer is yes. I don't like to give permission for other energies to be in somebody's field. So maybe that's why I'm like, no, no. But yes, and that can be cleared, definitely cleared. So you can have the unconscious energies hanging around, and they could be little gremlin, we'll call them gremlins, these little gremlins hanging around. They can fly off the field very easily with the tone and frequency of a tuning
Yes,
fork.
because you've actually worked on some, well,
I
you've worked on
have.
me many times, and I've had entities or darkness that was in my field that you've been.
Exactly.
You also mentioned merging with the soul, more of the soul into the body. So I want to expand on that a little bit, just because I had a session with somebody just yesterday, and she was helping me bring in more of my soul into my body. So in order to do that, though, for my situation, because of the difficulties I've had with my body over the last, 20 months, and actually more than that,
Yes.
I needed to release a lot of the emotions and the pain within the body, so the soul was able to step in more into my body. And it was very interesting. I did actually really feel that. I felt that. And she also said something very interesting. She said that the soul doesn't always understand what it is that you're going through, because it doesn't have the same emotions or judgments that we do. So she said, show your soul everything that you have gone through over the last 2 years, and how it was painful, how it's affected your body. And then I felt parts of me kind of soften, dissolve, and then the soul was able to come more into my body. Like, I really felt it yesterday.
Beautiful.
Anything very quickly to add about that?
Yes, I would say we all have fragments of ourselves. So those fragments are out in the universe. And because of pain, or because of, it's almost like when people go into a past life, when the 5-year-old version of ourselves is so hurt and wounded, and they don't want to come back into the whole. So I believe that, yeah, your fragments of your soul can be everywhere. And so calling them back in to be back into oneness, for sure. Yeah, that's beautiful that you did that.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it was
And I
so.
can see that you would feel whole and feel coming back into your true
Yeah.
essence. Yeah.
So I felt it a little bit different than doing soul fragmentation, like work, because I work with clients and I bring back fragments of their soul
Yes.
that were split off. But yesterday felt different. It was more, I didn't feel like it was parts of me calling back. I've done parts
Oh,
work, and it was
okay.
different. But it just, I just felt more of a presence. It wasn't bringing fragments. It was bringing more of her in.
Back
So it's a little
in.
bit, I felt it a little bit differently than I
Oh,
had
that
in the
sounds
past.
beautiful.
Yeah, so I'm really keen on trying that with my clients going forward. It's just a different way to feel that.
Right, right, right. Oh, that
Okay.
sounds really beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah. I want to talk about what kinds of symptoms can be treated. You did talk about, the pain in the knee. So let's talk about different symptoms that can be treated, and then also how you're using the forks, like directly on the body to treat it, like you were going to talk about the knee earlier.
Okay, sure. So any we can do anything with the forks. And so people who need their adrenals balanced, if there's an adrenal imbalance, or we want to work on the heart, or we want to work on the lungs or the sinuses. So I've feels like I've worked on a lot of different people's symptoms that they have, conditions of the body. So if somebody comes to me and has sinusitis, chronic sinusitis, I will first do a standard session and comb the field. And within combing the field and finding those little tangles in the field, we'll resolve those. I will also at the same time be working on the body with the weighted forks. I'll just show it. So this is for instance, this is the Fibonacci pair of forks. So I will strike the fork and I will actually go on the body with the fork. So I will go to the acupressure points, the meridian points that deal with the sinuses. So I will put the fork on those parts of the body. So sinuses, will definitely be working up here a little bit. Here will be working behind the knee. Wherever those meridian points are, I will actually strike the fork and put the fork on those points. Now of course, I make the intention, I've made the container, the sacred container to work on the client. I go to the meridian points, but I hold the space of healing. So it's not, I don't go in there and with this like, okay, I have to get this done and I have to whatever. I go in there with this beautiful allowance of the body, just pure love, a pure sacred container, and just going in to heal, offer healing energies for the body to take what it wants and release what it wants. I go in with love, support, and allowance to allow the body to come to its natural state again of rest and digest. As soon as the body relaxes, which the forks do as we comb the field, you've given the body permission to heal. So adrenal resets, sinusitis, tinnitus, we can, all of that, we can work on all of that. Now, we never say that we're going to cure it. We say we are going to work with the conditions and the symptoms of the body with the end result, the client will feel better.
Because really, it's all up to the body,
It
and
really
the
is.
soul, right? The soul is what's in control and is guiding the whole healing session. You're just
Yes.
the
All I'm
practitioner.
doing is facilitating.
Just going back
Yeah.
to what you said about for the viewers who don't understand, you said these are the Fibonacci forks. So they're different frequencies, these forks that you're using. So Fibonacci is well, why don't you go ahead and explain that?
Yes. So the forks all have a different frequency, and pairs of forks have frequency. I want to, though, say that the forks, any fork, it doesn't matter what fork we use, okay? You'll hear certain information saying, for instance, this fork is used for the heart chakra. So, or for the DNA, supporting the DNA. Obviously, frequencies are great for different conditions and symptoms of the body. They found that we can use a certain frequency for Parkinson's, a certain frequency for cancer cells, things like that. We don't do that with the forks. And the reason is because somebody will come to me. First of all, the body will take, again, the body's natural intelligence will take what it wants. Any fork can work anywhere on the body. It does not have to be a specific frequency that we're going to go in and attack it with that. So if you have a sore knee, I could be led to be working up on your left shoulder. My message, so when I'm tapped into my sacred container, I could be getting, a tap saying, okay, work here. I just listen because I know that I'm going to get the information that is the highest good for this person. I will listen, and then I will ask, the client, how are they feeling about this? I may be working on the left shoulder, but the right knee will clear up, will
Well, that's like
release the pain.
that's other forms of a healing too. When we're doing myofascial release,
Oh, okay.
excuse me, or even with meridians, right? Just because the pain is where they're saying it is, doesn't mean that that's where the source
Exactly.
is. So, and because of the, excuse me, because the meridians flow all over the body, you can work on the knee from different access points, right? And
Yeah.
same with fascial work. It's fascia is all interconnected throughout the body. So, working on somebody's back spine could actually or especially glutes could help with the knee. So it's
Exactly,
all,
exactly. So it's all
interconnected.
connected.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sometimes what happens, so yeah, so at times we could be using a fork, a certain frequency of a fork, and it will work. It works on the whole body. It works on the blood. I mean, it works on everything,
Mhm,
absolutely
mhm.
everything. Yes.
So explain to the viewers what's the difference between having um, somebody there in person versus working virtual with them.
So there is no difference except that I'm not touching the physical body. It's exactly the same. So I can do remote sessions where we are not on Zoom at a certain scheduled time. I ask the person to relax in their wherever they are, to lay down and relax, and I can work on the person remotely. And then I can also work over Zoom with the
Because
person.
this work is in the quantum, right?
It's in the
Vibration.
quantum, it's
Mhm.
exactly the same. I actually started because of location purposes where I lived before. I only worked remotely. I learned everything remotely. I didn't have any human to work on, and there was great ease with people's bodies. So
Mhm.
I actually started working remotely before and on Zoom before I actually worked on bodies in person.
Okay.
The beautiful part of in person is the touch
Yeah.
and all of it. However, the sacred container is still built and remotely for the person remotely. And I have I work on my massage table. The great thing about remote or Zoom is I can pile crystals all over the body. So I love that. I use all my sacred geometry. There's crystals everywhere. I use crystals with the forks in the field, and it's exactly the same. The
Yeah.
only difference is there's no physical touch.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's such a gift to be able to do this online because you can reach so many more people this
So
way.
many,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
So how long do the effects last of the tune of biofield tuning?
Biofield tuning, I'm going to say that every body is different. Everybody is different. Sometimes, I mean, everybody walks away feeling lighter and really at ease, as if you've had a really great massage, if you've had no problems. And then there's people that have their challenges and the knee pain is dissipated or completely gone. So it's it's everybody is different.
Okay. And you were telling
Uh,
me before that you had women come to you with menopausal symptoms and they were all gone.
yes, yes, I had a couple of people, and yes, we did adrenal reset on them. Yes,
Mhm.
yes,
Okay, good. I
yeah.
know that when you've worked on me, especially just before bed, oh, it's just so relaxing and I could go to bed and I feel so good. I feel so good
Yes.
when you work on me at night. So thank you so much for that.
Yes, yes,
Um,
yes.
so what can tell the viewers what can the client expect during and after a session?
We will discuss things first to find out what's going on with the body. And then the client will lay down and we will activate the body and start a tuning session, which is approximately 45 minutes to an hour long. The tuning session seems to this the speed at which the um, healing is happening now, the tunings are happening are very quick now. It's the forks have become an extension of my energy field of my hands. Like it's just oneness now. It's incredible. I'm so blessed. So it feels so rapid now, which means that I have more time now to go in and work on other things. So I will get a hit to tune exactly happened last week. So I'm doing a standard session. All of the person's chakras were totally balanced and beautiful movement, like just beautiful. And of course, the first question I say, oh, you're doing your work, you're meditating, you're doing your work, you're tapping in or whatever. And then I will comb the field and we will get into different ages that they're stuck. And sure enough, there was accuracy with the age. And the person said, yes, that's when this happened. Yes, then this is when this happened. So we untangle that, bring harmony to that. And then because of the speed of the session, I had a hit tune the heart. So we went in and there was a tuning done of the heart center. I don't ask why. I just do what I'm channeled to do. And I tuned the heart, and sure enough, there was a reason that we needed to do that. There was an emotional thing that happened recently, and this person was feeling very, very emotional and hurt or whatever. So I will get that. And after that, I do multidimensional healing. So to me, that's where the real healing happens. It's almost like we go in to relax the body, relax the nervous system, deal with the physical issues. Even if the person's remote, I work on their knee or any soreness in the body. I can work on it directly with the weighted forks remotely. And then after that, I go in, soften all of this with the tuning forks. It's the introduction into relaxing the body, the nervous system, and then I'll go into multidimensional healing. And that is when I step back and allow the energies of the benevolent energies to run through me, and all of this movement happens. It's like a light language because I do light language. So it's like a light language coming through me, and that is where I will see if the fork hadn't taken off an unconscious energy, like you had mentioned earlier, Shalina. If the fork hadn't taken that away, it's taken away in the multidimensional, and I go where I'm told to go, and I just work all around the body, and my hands are moving. And I can I will see that I'm clearing unconscious energies. I'll work outside. Sometimes I'm working 6, 7 feet off the body. That's what they're telling me to go. I do pull in some energies from I work with the Andromedans, I work with the Arcturians and the Pleiadians and the ancients. So my guides are the ancients, and I will bring in those energies, and it's so much love. Oh my gosh. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed.
Yeah.
So this beautiful energy comes through, and it's not very long. It's not a long session, but we will work, and then I step back, and then the session is complete.
Yes, no, I've been witness to that many times, and it's quite powerful.
Yes.
It is all love, and
It's so much love.
yeah.
It's so much love. And I have so much love. My heart is bursting all the time for humanity and for the earth and the sun. And so yes, it's all yeah,
It's
I'm
beautiful.
really blessed. I'm so blessed, and I'm so grateful
So
every
are the
day.
people that are working with you as well.
Oh,
So
thank
tell
you.
me, what else is included in the session?
If a person if I have a live person on the table, I can use my vibroacoustic therapy mat as well. So I will, depending on how the person is doing. So a lot of people who are familiar with energy work and do energy work all the time to receive modalities from others, they can sometimes handle more. Sometimes people can just do forks, and I'll get the message that no, we don't do anymore. But sometimes if I have a person on the table, I can then allow them to enjoy the vibroacoustic therapy. And so if a person is has Parkinson's or COPD or menstrual cramps or tinnitus, very different, like different conditions of the body, I can put the frequency of the mat on them, and it's like an internal massage of the cells. And then we can do it for a certain condition. Typically, Shalina, if somebody's coming with a condition of Parkinson's or fibromyalgia or Alzheimer's, dementia, or whatever, typically that would be a session on its own for 20 to 25 minutes, 28 minutes at the most, at a certain frequency. That is a separate modality all on its own. However, I will use it for people that can stay a little, like can handle their body, can actually go onto the frequency, and we can put just a gentle relaxation frequency on, and they can put music on or not. typically just music on and just go into complete bliss and relaxation after that.
Yeah, and so just for the viewers, the vibroacoustic mat, you actually feel the vibrations. You can turn it up or turn it down, and you can feel that going through the body into the spine and just spreading throughout the body. And it actually, with the music, it's even more palpable. Like you can feel it for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. There's two transducers in the mat, and it causes the vibration and the frequency. And this actually is like an internal massage of all of the cells. It's amazing. It's
Yeah,
amazing
amazing
just
tool.
to use, for addictions, or I have a meditation cushion too that can do the same thing. So I have the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know that you are also doing this work, just so that people know it's not just for humans. You've done this work on animals as well at the farm.
I have. Yes, I have. So I have specifically worked on a cat, and
But you
it
were
was
also at the farm, right? I saw
I
you at the
was,
farm.
and I went to the farm and I tuned the horses and the pigs. Yes, which was
And what is
really
their
nice.
reaction? What is the animal's reaction
The
when they hit?
complete relaxation. They can see, I'm not very familiar with the nuances that the animals do, but the people, the owners can say, oh yeah, that means this and that means that. So I'm learning that. I have all of the charts, of course, for the horses and the dogs, all the meridians, so I know where to go, especially if I'm working remotely. I can go into those meridian points. And then, of course, the dogs. I've worked on my own dogs all the time, and my own dogs love the meditation mat as well. So, which is amazing. So,
Awesome. That's so awesome. Okay, so it's not just for humans. So if anybody who's listening who has an animal that needs a little bit of extra care,
yes,
you can
extra
contact you
care.
for that too.
Yeah.
How can someone book a session with you, Val?
Email me. That would be the best. And that's on my website, Feathers of Light Healing.
Okay, I'll put the links down in the description for
Okay,
sure.
and I mean, obviously, texting is okay too, but I see the email quicker. It's just easier to book the session through email.
So unless if there's anything else that you want to add, I would really love for the viewers to feel and see a demo of you activating the Earth and the Sun star.
Sure, I can do that. We start the session. I do group sessions as well. So,
Okay, perfect. So they can
yeah,
do group work.
I forgot to mention that. Yes, so, and that it does include the tuning as well. So I'm on a pause right now, but every Thursday is a free meditation where we do tunings and adjustments. And I was running a Wednesday course as well, but we put a pause on that for the minute.
Okay,
So
great.
viewers are welcome to experience the forks that way as well. Yes.
Okay, and what better way to try this than the free session that you have on Thursday? It's in a group,
Yes.
but you still feel, I know I can still feel the effects of it. And in some ways, sometimes it's even more powerful in a group. So if anybody's interested in that, I'll just put the information below the
Sure, that
description.
sounds
Yeah.
good.
So can
Okay,
we do a demo?
sure, that would be great.
And
Were
can you
you
explain
able?
to people, like, because right now they're thinking, oh, well, I'm watching the recording. I didn't get any benefits. That's not true, because this is in the quantum. So whoever
It's
is
in the
watching this is
quantum.
gonna feel it, right?
Yeah, always, always, always. And, also remember that even if some people feel the tingling, some people feel everything when the forks are being activated. And I know this is, some people can't wrap their head around this, but even if you don't feel it, it's still working in the quantum field on an interdimensional level, always. Everything is, because we have built the sacred container, everything is for the best, for your highest good. So,
Great.
yeah.
Thank you. I can't wait.
Okay. All right. So we will do Earth and Sun Star activation. Okay. So I will proceed just as if I'm doing a regular group session for everybody. So I invite everybody to close their eyes, taking in a nice, long, deep breath and hold. And releasing that with a sigh. Take in another nice, long, deep breath and hold. And release any tension on the exhale now. Take in another nice, long, deep breath and hold. And release that at your own time and space. And now, bringing your awareness below the feet, 8 to 12 inches below the feet, activating Earth Star. Taking in a nice deep conscious breath, filling up the belly, and releasing that to the base of the spine. Feeling the energy from the earth moving up the bottom of the feet, through the central channel of the body, moving out the top of the crown, and flowing and moving back down on either side of the body. Beautiful flow of earth energy, and this energy from the earth moving back up through the feet. Breathing. And now, bringing your awareness above the crown, activating Sun Star. Activating the energy center above the crown, Sun Star. Feeling the energy from the sun, from source, from the creator, moving down through the top of the crown, through the central channel of the body. Moving out the bottom of the feet and back up again on either side of the body like a sphere, and back down again through the crown. And taking a nice deep conscious breath in and out. Feeling the bi-directional current and the flow of the earth and the sun's energies moving through the body. And breathe. A a flow of positive and negative current moving through the body, filling up the cells, filling up the molecules with beautiful healing energies from the earth and the sun, source, creator, healing energy. Feel the healing energy filling the cells, filling the organs, the pores of the skin, the bones, filling the blood, feeling this healing energy, filling up all the space in the body, filling up the space between the space. Taking in a deep, conscious breath, filling the belly, exhaling to the base of the spine. And now, slowly coming back to your body, back to your space. Back to the room, and opening your eyes when you're ready. And welcome back, everyone.
Thank you so much. I really saw rainbow of colors, especially when you're doing the sun star. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Very calming, very beautiful. Thank you so much, Val. I hope the viewers, I'm sure the viewers will get something out of this. And if you're watching and you didn't get a chance to sit quietly and experience this for yourself, then just, come back to this video and just try again when you have some quiet time, because you can really feel the soothing calmness of this work. You could probably even tell from the change of my tone in my
Yes. Yes, the body loves sound.
Yes. Thank you so much, Val. This is a
Yes,
great
thank you.
explanation of what you do and what you offer. And just from my personal experience with Val, she is an amazing, amazing person. So well connected, so deep, such a deep love for humanity. So yeah, I have all the respect in the world for you, Val. Thank you so much for everything. And
Thank you
for being
so
here.
much.
Hope to
Thank
see you
you.
again soon.
Thank you for the invitation. Thank you.
Take care. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.